Oh, the accident was that, we had two buses parked side by side to each other because one bus had broke down, so we had to transfer the passengers from one bus to the other. And apparently while the passengers were being transferred, for whatever reason, one of the buses moved, and you'd have to get the description from management or speak to one of the operators as to what might have transpired. But we do have a detailed report that says that, that appears that one of the brakes on the buses must have released as a result of being on the seat or whatever, because apparently, as long as, this is my understanding, as long as the bus is stuck, and there's automatic braking system that takes effect. I think once the door is closed, once the door is open, the brakes remain intact, and as soon as the door closes, the brake mechanism releases automatically, right? So there's a safety feature there, and as a result of that, the bus might have rolled about a foot or two or whatever heavy, and as a result of that, our person's arm was injured, and they were taken to the hospital to be treated. That's the only person that was injured.
One person was injured?
One person.
What were the extent of the injuries?
I just think that she has some minor abrasions to her arm, nothing that serious. She was, I guess, treated and then released in a matter of a couple hours.
So obviously a passenger?
It was a passenger, yes, it was.
So two buses, obviously two drivers, but only one driver
Yes.
was drug tested.
One driver was requested to be tested. Requested to be drug tested.
And to clarify, the testing, they're trying to alter the testing, meaning change the testing.
Yeah.
Usually it's urine, yes. Blood, or hair follicle.
Well, no, usually it's urine. That's it. The policy clearly states that it's urine, right? And if management, I guess because urine is only there for a period of time. I don't know whether it's 24 hours, 40 hours, 72 hours, whatever it is. But we're long past that now. We're 7 weeks down the road. So management is saying, well, we still need to have a test done, and since the urine one's not going to be able to go to us now, we want her to take her follow-up test, right? But that's not the case. We're not doing that. Because once we set that precedence, then really we draw the line. And we've got to be very careful. And it's a constant, thing that we need to be educating our members and the management as to how this policy works and what is required when you are due to take a drug test. And if you want to change, because the policy is, 20 plus years old, if you now want to institute, new testing measures, we don't have an issue with that. Let's sit down and have a consultation about it. We present it to the membership. If they ratify, then we can go ahead and get it done. But it simply can't be a manager's decision. No, here's what we want done, and that's it, end of story. Can't happen that way.
When were you told they wanted to do it a different way?
Well, I guess right after, and you're going to probably heard that basically they arranged for her to go get her test on the 27th, and the 27th was the day that she went to work on the Monday after Friday, where the supervisor had told her that our shop steward agreed, and she didn't go on that day. And apparently they arranged another day for the 29th. She didn't go. And then there's a few other dates, I think July 8th and July 15th. But by that time, the due process with the whole situation had been totally, I guess, not followed. And as a result of that, based on principle, she decided that she should not do it.
When was the date when she did attend, but was told that it wasn't booked or it wasn't going to happen?
The day that she was asked was the 27th of June. That was the Monday after the accident happened on the Friday.
And that's when she went along?
And that's when she
went along?
Went along where?
To wherever the test was supposed to be done?
No. I said to you on the 27th, she was approached by a supervisor to go have a drug test because our shop steward agreed that she can go have a drug test. When she approached our shop steward, the shop steward said, I knew nothing about you going to have a drug test. So apparently management dropped the ball. They did not approach the shop steward that the sister needed to be drug tested.
And when was she suspended?
She suspended from that date. She was actually initially suspended for 2 weeks. On the 28th, I think she suspended for 2 weeks, and now that's, of course, been about 7 weeks now.